fuels get that heat.
Southside, New York City. You are now rocking with Daylight. Mobbing on earth, boy. MOE for life. Give it to die mobbing. If you know, you know. You back outside with it. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Never had a metaphor for change, just a scheme to get it. Whole squad reign supreme when the team committed. A young buck having bank, I was dreaming bigger. Talking New York with the yayo that was fiending, nigga. I did the kingpin too. He made the threats on the neck, but he ain't do shit to me. His brother made him me the dick, and he ain't do shit to him. So when I told him me the dick, that ain't no new shit to him. He laughed after about the time when he was snitching to the cops. All he said was what had happened wasn't fiddling with his watch. Everybody in the comments like, nigga, fix your watch. Got a movie finna drop before your movie, nigga, watch. It hit different when you the budget. And bitch, you come to fruition quicker when you a hustler. I ain't gotta say your name, you got mine in your mouth. Your daddy's out with no legs, now your time running out. Where you going? Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. This shit sweet like Diddy House with 50 boys. Niggas think they big me, I turn them back to 50 boys. Telling me to label me the bully like I'm 50 boy. Let a nigga get but I hit his ass with 50 more. Style running through like the glass at the liquor store. King with the juice. Don't worry about the bitch before, baby, I'm the truth. Daddy got me on her vision board. I'ma tell you like I told this little bitch before. Hey, you know you rollin' with some killers, right? You heard me? Any drama, we gon' spend the night. You heard me? On my mama, I got him in the ride. You heard me? Cock back, bang bang, man down, pull off. So yo, you rockin' with the biggest, right? You heard me? Not a model, but got my figures right. You heard me? Ain't no secret, I been that nigga, boy. You heard me? Bang bang, gang gang, man down, come on, that's how we do it. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. New York City, New York, what up? Staten Island and worldwide. Shout out to Southside, the whole Queens, QU, Daylight. Mobbing on earth, boy. MOE for life. Get rich or die mobbing. You know what's going on. Hey, yo, 50, holla at me with that bag. For the right price, I say,
Man, say, man. Live. There we go. Hey man, say man, it's your boy DAA, man. Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another Rise and Find live show. Episode number 7. Today is Monday. I said Monday. Today, Thursday, July 10th. Current temperature is 78. Damn. A high of 81. Okay. Out here playing the weatherman, right? I know. So yeah, man. Thursday, this is like I said, episode 7. We're almost done with our first full week doing the morning show. And I was actually low-key on time and shit, yeah. Getting it together, you know. But what we getting into the show off the bat came across a clip of Memphis Stan G. Oh man. You know, he had his viral moment when the Young Dolph situation happened, and he was kind of in the midst, you know, giving commentary, I guess. Well, I mean, I'm not guessing. Nigga from Memphis. And, you know, for a long time, I thought, like, he was really affiliated with Dolph. But come to find out, that nigga just met bro, you know, a few times. It was just kind of on some, you know, die-hard fan shit, I guess. Or maybe just clout chasing, who knows. I met him and they, death of a clout chaser. In fact, Stan G might be the nigga that instigated my first interaction with Wack 100 on Clubhouse. When I said that Wack was in the algorithm more than his artists were and all that. And then he came in here in the bunk because Stan G was in there. And Wack don't know me. But I know at that time, you know, Stan G was the Memphis version of Loose Candy. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, Wack knew he had a story and he could sell it. That's all you need with that nigga. So we gonna get into a clip from a few weeks ago with Stan G and some dude named KP on some platform talking about an alleged phone conversation between Hernandez, Govan, and Yo Gotti. Now, for those of y'all who are under a rock with this Young Dolph situation, Hernandez Govan is alleged to be the mastermind. I actually got an article here. Bring out for y'all. So get into this. Alright, so yeah. Man accused of masterminding Young Dolph killing rejects plea deal and faces trial in 2025. So this article is from December 13th of last year. I wasn't really following this case after Govan went to court. But pretty much it says Hernandez, Govan, the man officials. Let me get my other mouse here. Is that Hernandez Govan, the man officials have alleged was the mastermind behind the shooting that killed Young Dolph in late 2021, rejected a plea deal from prosecutors Friday morning. The case will now go to trial, which is set to begin on July 28th. Damn, okay, so we almost shit. That information comes months after the trial for Justin Johnson ended and Johnson's conviction on all counts. Govan will now go to trial, making him the second defendant to do so. After formally rejecting the plea deal offered by the state, he cannot take a plea deal before trial. Govan was charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and attempted first-degree murder. Prosecutors said they could not provide details about the plea deal they offered, but Shelby County Deputy District Attorney Paul Hagerman said that the murder charge carried up to life in prison and the conspiracy charge up to 40 years. He's quoted saying, "I think you can imagine whatever the guilty plea offer was, it'd be less than that sentence." Hagerman told media outside the courtroom, but, you know, he's made his choices and he will be tried. Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy and Hagerman, after learning after the hearing Friday. Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy and Hagerman, after the hearing Friday, both expressed confidence in taking the case to trial despite Govan declining the plea deal. We nonetheless are confident that we are going to be able to prove every element of the offense that we charge. Mulroy said after the hearing. We will be able to prove our case beyond a reasonable doubt whether we resolve this case through a plea or a trial. We're ready to seek justice. So that's pretty much a roundabout of who GOVAN is and what's going on with the Young Dolph thing or whatever. So now I'm gonna bring up the interview. Hold on. Boom. Audio sound kind of airy on this, and I think this will be one. Let's get it.
You got Stan G in the building.
Oh my!
They got the mics out on, so bear with me, guys. But there's some news that I saw, or some rumors, and just some stuff circulating that Stan G's talking about with a secret recording of two individuals in Memphis.
Yeah.
Break this down. Who is it, and what's going on with you?
Basically in the streets, like GOVAN was real tight. To my around the Gotti family and Gotti and things of that nature. So it's popping out now that they thinking he got a secret recording or some type of video on Gotti in some type of way to make him another deal, to make him get him a new deal and present to the feds.
So GOVAN could avoid jail time.
Exactly.
And but GOVAN a killer though, folks.
But at the same time, though, he in the streets, bro. I'm hearing he done linked up with some real people, even back in the days, and got off on things of this nature already. You know what I'm saying? This is his first rodeo.
Oh, so that's why he.
But why would he sit here and say? I mean, unless he's been convicted or something, I ain't really dive into, bro, that, because I didn't really dive into the Young Dolph case. Like, I posted things. GOVAN had to go back to court because he missed the court appearance, and he was even reprimanded about an interview that he did with Stan G. You feel me? So yeah, like that. But him saying like, man, GOVAN a killer though, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what kind of shit is you on, bro?
He rock with Chance Gangsta Williams.
That's why he rocking with
same thing, Gangsta Williams. So you think he gonna pull a Gangsta Williams on?
Exactly. So he got friends of that nature. So if he got friends of that nature, why would you get close to them type of people? I'm knowing they close. I know for sure. Like and he done told me like, man, they're my partner in type of situation. Then it start adding up to me later on.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm like, dang.
Right.
Why would them both be tight like they tight? But at the same time, on the interview he did with me, he said he was gonna do a movie. He was gonna come back and he was gonna. Then Vlad, holla at him. He supposed to give out 10 bands just to go up there with Vlad. So GOVAN got it planned out and a whole big.
How he gonna make? How he
gonna take off with it? You know what I'm talking about? I'm just ahead of the curve.
So is GOVAN like on some? He about to pull a YSL Woody, not Woody. Shout out to New Orleans, not Woody. But yeah, like, could you see? I don't know, bro. I just know if they got me on murder one, conspiracy to commit murder one, attempted murder one, even if I'm confident, right? I'm spooked, nigga. I ain't even saying nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be in the court of public opinion and prove my innocence. Like, this real shit, bro. So the only time that I could imagine, but I mean, if he was cooperating, necessarily wouldn't be going to trial, would it? Would it? But yeah, like,
about knowing the people he growed up with, and you know what I'm saying, things of that nature, but at the same time, like, he really dude got some real stuff playing in the back of his mind that I'm like, oh yeah, he a mastermind for real. You know
so
what I'm talking about?
He got a videotape.
Yeah, but at the same time, see, he been rumors, he been a guy that house, he got about 20 bands or something, or he took it, he ran off.
everything I'm saying allegedly for entertainment purpose, but the streets know what's real. You know what I'm saying? But I done heard a lot about GOVAN here.
Hold on. Gotti house and grab 20 things and all this other shit. Like, hopefully, I mean, you know, Gotti is admitted to being in the game before rap. So, I mean, maybe he talking about then because, you know, GOVAN knew Jook. And, you know, the whole thing came out about Jook allegedly being the one that put the 100 bands up to, you know, get Dolph, you know, knocked off. So,
on Mount Cat, so you know, that's on their end of things, but at the same time, when I sit back and think about it, I be like, man, them boys going heavy. But at the same time, though, you know, it's so many fingers pointing at GOVAN, you know what I'm talking about? Like, only time to tell that this about, you know what I'm talking about? July the 28th is when it's going down, man. That's the court date. Anyway, we're gonna watch it all the way up to that date, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do that together. Y'all tell me how y'all
So what is GOVAN charged with?
Like, mastermind, like that's what his first. That was the first thing that was saying. That said in the street, he was a mastermind. He was masterminding the whole situation.
Hold on, so what's his charge?
Mastermind and putting everybody together. He put everybody together. He put T's in there.
now I just told y'all he's charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and attempted first-degree murder. Nigga talking about mastermind. He mastermind. Oh man. I tell you, boy, like, yeah, at least you gonna come on. And it's like, I think they be paying this nigga for these interviews. So it's like, but I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like, I know a lot of shit about a lot of shit. Like, because I was kind of moving around through different boroughs and everything like that outside of, you know, Staten Island. I know a lot of shit about a lot of people, you know, situations or whatever that are considered infamous, especially from that DVD era, right? So, if a person was gonna actually pay me, they hard-earned paper, come on here for my expert opinion, I'm gonna do the best of my ability to go on there and sound like an expert. You understand? I'm gonna have all my ducks in a row because ain't no way in hell you be doing a goddamn interview like, or you on this press run or whatever you want to call it, and you not familiar with the question that they're gonna want to ask. So why not be prepared? You understand? This nigga did all these interviews with the man and everything, whatever, can't even tell you his exact charge. Shit crazy.
Traded everything together.
But at the same time, they trying to put it on Big Zook as a mastermind. You know what I'm talking about? Because he went and got GOVAN, so it can't be two masterminds. Because you know what I'm saying. But it's weird though. You know what I'm talking about?
And then Big Zook passed away, so it's like if it's only one of y'all still alive, they automatically gonna throw it on you.
Exactly. Automatically. You know what I'm talking about?
And he gonna throw it on Gotti. That's what you saying?
That's how he gonna. If he gonna get out of this situation, who else can he throw it on?
Man, Gotti cooked. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody gotta reap what they sow with this dog shit. Straight Drop already got his. Little Dope Fiend buddy got his. Big Zook.
So here's my thing. He's like Gotti cooked or whatever, and he gotta go. Like everybody gotta fall behind this dog shit. Now here's my thing, right? Dolph, by admission, at least you know music and all that, street nigga. All you niggas or whatever that be, you know, dogging and all that, street niggas. And niggas say they fuck with Dolph did this, Dolph did that, changed their life, put them on like he was the plug, right? The legal plug down. So my thing about it is, you know, in the words of 50 Cent, you know, nigga killed your man, you ain't gonna do nothing back. Now, niggas been getting walked down, but it's like, you niggas ain't stepping in the name of Dolph or nothing like that or whatever and shit, you know what I mean? So, y'all just out here hoping niggas get caught. But then, y'all talking about the streets and, you know what I mean, real niggas and all that other shit or whatever. Like, You out here praying the police catch the man or whatever and shit. That shit crazy, bro. You know what I mean? That shit crazy. I thought you was a thug, man.
The guy his. GOVAN running from his. Gotti gotta get his.
Bro. Like,
Gotti gotta get his, folks. Because Dolph came to help. You know what I'm saying?
And then I'm looking at the joint today. Jay-Z them, you know what I'm saying? They saluting him. I'm like, man, they getting him his flowers before he leave.
Before he go out the door.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he just got a salute from Rock Nation.
Yeah, from Rock Nation.
You know what I'm saying? And then
you can figure all that shit out.
Shout out, I love Gotti, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You can figure all that shit out, right? But you can't figure out what the man charges even is. That shit crazy. That shit bugged out as hell, son. But oh yeah.
Like, I love Gotti, folks.
I hate it for him.
I love Gotti.
He went
folks,
down that road.
Gotti played the game so smart, bro. Gotti is he's so smart. He's too smart for his own good. It's like we can't even fault the man for how good he like Jordan with this shit, bro. But it's like it hurt because I love Dolph, but it hurt because when you got a nigga like Gotti, folk, who realized and stood tall on all 10 and like he really survived and shit, like them boys were trying to get him up. He had smoke out here too. It was just like that nigga Gotti was just riding around the Rolls Royce, just living. Like niggas was talking about getting that Gotti too, still talking about getting on Gotti. You see what just happened to Jook. So when you got a nigga standing on all 10 and he really going against all odds to survive, I feel like that man ain't did nothing wrong. They all in the gangster matrix. Dolph was in the gangster matrix. You feel me? Gotti in the gangster matrix. So when everybody in the gangster matrix, I don't feel like the police should get involved with everybody who playing the same game. It's like if we up here playing Madden, bro, and you pick.
But you just said that the nigga gotta get his. And they wasn't talking about no street shit. They were talking about the legal system. Like, you know what I mean? Straight drop, got convicted. I don't know if that's Justin Johnson or Cornelius Smith. I don't know which one or whatever is straight. You know what I'm saying? And GOVAN gotta get his. They gotta get his or whatever for that dog shit. So you already like putting in it, man. You tell me. Niggas just hypocritical, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Walking contradictions.
That remote up. It's fair game, bro.
It's fair game.
So when Dolph passed away, no matter how it happened, whether Gotti did it by himself or he paid another nigga to do it, you feel what I'm saying? He stood on what he stood on. Same way I feel with Yellow Beezy. Same way I feel with Yellow Beezy, folks. And the Mo3 shit, everybody feel like
the entertainment bid is the entertainment bid. They just like somebody play.
But this ain't entertainment, this is streets though.
No, it's
Gotti and Dolph was the street.
Well, no,
Yellow Beezy and Mo3 was the street.
And then Dog would have been retaliated, busting him in the streets, then it was a street thing. Then we're on the same level. If we just kind of rapping against each other, my folks been rapping against each other since back in the day.
That's the thing. Dolph was trying to keep it rap. Gotti wasn't keeping it. Gotti
keeping it player though.
Dolph was trying to keep, and that's why it's all unfolding how it's unfolding. That's why people gonna reap what they sow. Like I said, Dolph came to help. Dolph ain't come to tear nobody down. He told Gotti down, but he seen Gotti was gatekeeping everybody from getting on.
Exactly.
So it ain't like he tearing down the right motherfucker in his eyes. You feel what I'm saying? But Gotti just feel like he got the throne and he got to hold on to the throne. However, he got to hold on to it. So it's the tale of two kings, bro. It's the tale of two kings, bro.
Oh man, that's real right there.
All right. So that was that, right? So that interview led to this next clip where Stan G plays a phone call on the Pop Austin media podcast between him and GOVAN about the interview, I guess this interview and whatever other interviews he had pushing the same narrative. We're gonna get into that now.
basically, well, Stan got a call, and this man said some crazy stuff, man. So break it down, Stan. How did you get the call, and then leading into it, and then we can, start to break it down.
All right, this what happened, man. I was doing a live. You know what I'm talking about? One of my lives on Memphis Stangy on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? It just ran about 8,000 views quick fast. You know what I'm talking about? Before the day was over, GOVAN, man, he hit me up on Instagram. So when he hit me up on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about? I did a live. I'm talking about so much, you know what I'm saying? Just about what I feel like don't happen in the case from my point of view. And what the streets was telling me, you know what I'm talking about? So when the streets tell me a certain thing, you know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna act upon it. And that's just what it is. That's just what we do. But he feel like, you know what I'm talking about, I should have got more information. But at the same time, like Brian called me in a little second. So y'all gonna really hear everything to break down. And like as far as how he was coming, how I was coming. But it's self-explanatory.
Get it there. Oh man, GOVAN.
Oh man. You gotta understand how I do get my bread and butter, fool.
If you are what you call a respectable content creator, how could you not corroborate with some goofy shit that you heard before posting it on your channel?
Because you stop calling, I'm like, damn, I don't even know what to tell the people. I'm like, man.
I'll call you for what?
Nigga,
you ain't got nothing to talk about unless you got some money to give me.
I already gave you some money, nigga. You supposed to give me the second interview anyway.
Money, and I got to record it of nigga, of when you see, if I wanted to get on your level and start doing sucker shit, nigga, I recorded you the whole time, nigga, when you was begging motherfuckers for money and you ain't had the money, nigga, and crying, trying to get me the whole little bit out. Man, I can put this shit out right now, bro, but I ain't on no lane like this.
But at the same time, you telling you.
So, yeah. So you supposed to get a second interview. You heard me say you're supposed to get a second interview. But when he went to court and missed that court appointment, the judge, I want to say Judge Mitchell, because he was in front of a male judge, and then there was a female judge. She like got his ass. You know what I mean? Talk about, she don't want to hear about him doing no more interviews and house arrest, means that you're supposed to stay at your house, all that. Like, you check that nigga. So, yeah, like that's why he didn't get that second interview or whatever. Like that nigga, because he was lucky that she ain't revoke his bond when he did that shit. And then he had caught another arrest in DeSoto County and bonded out, like, but it was like on an old warrant or whatever and shit, and he managed to keep his bond like even after that. So I don't know, bro. Like, to say that he's telling per se, or if that's the move he gonna try to, I don't know what he gonna try to work and shit, but his trial is starting in 18 days. And they said he can't take a plea before trial begins, so yeah, we're gonna see. You know what I mean? Like, definitely gonna see. But let's get into this phone call.
I'm saying you can do that, bro. I'm a hustler, bro. I'm trying to do this. I ain't saying I'm the biggest nigga in the world with this shit. Why everybody think they can expose me?
You niggas be out on YouTube, be acting like y'all got money, and be acting like this, and be acting like y'all tapped in.
I am tapped in, though. You gotta understand, nigga, I'm staying G at the same time, bro.
Yeah. You was tapped in, you would be on YouTube saying and spreading lies, my nigga. You would have factual information with a factual basis. And for you to sit up and lie to the world.
No, bro, I wasn't lying to the world. I'm hearing that from another blogger, and the other blogger told me something, then another told me something, then another told me something. Like, everybody saying you locked up, bro. I'm talking about 4-5 niggas that told me you locked up.
Okay, who the 4-5 dudes?
I ain't even, bro. I can't do it like that, bro. You know what type of business I'm in.
You can't, because ain't no 4-5 people told me.
I'm telling you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, not 4-5, but 3 for sure. 3 for sure.
Oh, so it just went down.
Nah, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. It's 3 for sure. And I ain't gonna say them niggas' names.
Listen, got too good grade of an attorney to be talking about I'm sitting in jail going crazy, my nigga. I don't know what kind of nigga you think I am, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but I'm at home with my feet up, man, watching an 85-inch TV, bro. So before you make another whatever about me, man.
Oh, this nigga big property talking about I got my feet kicked up or whatever, watching the 85 days like, hey, bro, I don't know what kind of ace up his sleeve he got, or maybe that nigga just don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? But he big popping for a nigga who got, you know, that kind of heat hanging over his head, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, you know, standing on business is one thing, bro, but you still going up against, I don't think it's better, but this is state, so we're actually gonna see, you know, inside action. This court was like, you know, actual audio. But yeah, this shit crazy. Then my feet kicked up. Before you do another podcast, please get your facts straight. I'm good, nigga.
I need to get your facts straight, homie, for real, man. And at the same time, bro, I don't know what's going on with all the bumps and shit on your face.
Oh man, I'm the biggest nigga. I done popped out now. Everything coming back. Everything gonna be what it's gonna be. It is what it is.
I'm talking about the bumps on your face, though.
Damn, my nigga, hold on, bro. You damn. Hey, go back. You a comedian there, my G?
That nigga said, "What's up with them bumps on your face?" I forgot where I posted it, but it's a clip of Stan G high out his damn mind. I'm talking about nodded out. And the chick's like, get up. You know what I mean? Like, get up, bro. You gotta get up, bro. And he trying to stand up this shit. Like, that nigga out of it. I mean, loaded. You feel me? Like, he might have been on that dog food. Some form or nothing. It was an opiate, nigga.
Damn, bro.
Shit bad. Hey, you know that shit bad for your skin.
Hey, damn, you just be real, bro. You mad at me, fool? You mad, bro? I'm just trying to do what it is, and the streets telling me certain shit. You could have called me and said, "Look, G, this what it was."
Hey, what I be saying, man, read your comments. The people in the comments know you a goofy.
Nigga, I ain't never been no goofy, bro. I play that entertainment shit, but I ain't never been no goofy, bro.
Okay, well, your character.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
All right, and so with that being said, the people in the comments telling you that the shit you saying is not even true. They even know it.
Well, nah, that's you in the comments. Just keep it real. You in the comments, nigga. I know how this shit go. I was waiting on your call, nigga. That's why I said call. I said I'm waiting on the call so I know exactly what's going on. And you called me, bro.
Hey, listen, brother.
Hey, but we gonna drop the rest of this jump, man. We gonna drop the rest of this jump probably on a later time, Jack.
I got a question. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm got a question.
No. It is what it is. Oh man, y'all already know what's going on, man. We put it strong in the game. What it is?
No, I was saying, like, what do you think about him saying that he got his feet kicked up watching an 85-inch TV after everybody knows that he's implicated for the murder of young Dolph? That sounds crazy to me.
That is wild, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And the thing about it, though, you know what I'm talking about? Whatever energy you put out, you must get it back. You know what I'm saying? And if he ain't did nothing, he probably need to have his feet kicked up. But how the streets saying and what everything's saying, how everything implementing him in a situation, nah, it ain't no time to have your feet kicked up, because if you facing jail, it's like facing hell. You know what I'm talking about? Because you never know when you're going to get out this cell, especially in a major situation like this. You know what I'm talking about? So,
yeah, I mean, not for nothing, despite what I said, any attorney, good defense attorney, will usually advise their client, go about your day to day. You know, you're not guilty of anything, so act like you're not guilty of anything. Don't change anything about your routine. Like, you know, you might do a little bit more in the community and shit. But for the most part, you know, do what you normally do. You know? Now, that's my answer to the question. Cause that's what Diddy lawyers told him. You know, when before he got bagged or whatever, after they did the whole raid and everything like that, you know, that's what he was instructed to do. Or at least, you know, that's what a lot of defense attorneys say that they advise their clients to do. So, you know, that.
Him speaking about what we had going on, you know, to my being in this situation, you know what I'm talking about. Like, folks say you begging when you just asking, you know what I'm talking about. Folks are quick to put that on you like you begging. Like that's what other dude did too, though. You know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, though, I'm just like, why would you expose? Why would you even record me? You a gangster, bro. I thought you were really a gangster. So if you recorded me, probably recorded Gotti.
You've been saying that too.
Like, cause like if you a gangster, how they gonna come across your mind? At least you've been doing it. You know what I'm saying?
But you recorded him. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, see, niggas will try to use the real nigga card against you. You did, but they'll turn around or whatever and do the same thing. And it's kind of, you know, it's kind of a strategy or whatever that works, because if it's a successful play, you could really trick a nigga out of their position or whatever, and out of using the strategy that always make them win. Like, to take it back, I'll give it to you like this. Remember back in the day when like niggas would play like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or something, or whatever competitive game it was, right? You might have had that cousin or that friend that always picked that same fighter or that same team and shit. And, you know, they always thanking you and shit. So then what happens is you say, oh, you can only win because you using that. You know what I mean? You using that. And after a while, like, you know, they want to prove something, or you kind of get in their head to where they want to prove that they could do it without using, you know, the special move. And then you finally, you know, you whoop them, right? And then it's like, that's the whole shit. So it's like now that one little victory might have segued into some other shit. You might have figured something out while they was playing with another, you know, with another player. So, you know, that's all it is or whatever, just spinning the narrative and everything. But yeah, bro, like that nigga Stan G out here reporting people. He in the exposing business or whatever. He trying to be a Memphis Whack 100. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know why you complaining about that. That's like the shooter complaining about being shot. Like, what, you thought you was gonna pop all those people and nothing was gonna happen? Oh man.
So that goes back to what I was saying. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he got a recording. You know what I'm saying? So is you mad because I'm hitting it so close? It's kind of getting on your nerves, you know what I'm saying? It kind of agitating you, or you just, you know what I'm saying? You just want to get some clout off the situation, and because you know I'm gonna push, I'm gonna push him to the next level with it, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. It's really like, because I interview did over 100,000, you know, over almost 150,000 each, and that's just on my channel. That just went crazy around the world. So, you know what I'm saying? It's different strokes with different folks, though. You know what I'm saying? I've been a solid person in the game. I'm doing this, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm really doing it on a whole nother level. And he know that, you know what I'm talking about? But, dude, you know, we got to just watch how everything go. But I wouldn't did that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never got my feet kicked up if I know I'm facing any type of major charges. I got the streets talking about me in a major type of way and keeping my name in the streets. He don't even know how many people really got his name in the streets. He just thinking about the bloggers at this point. That's crazy.
It is, and like you said, secret phone call with Gotti confirmed.
I'm pretty sure that he's aware, because word is it's going down. It was going down in Memphis. You know what I mean? Especially after Bud, you know, he got hit up like immediately after it happened. I mean, shit, they even alleging that the whole situation with Big Juke or whatever is tied into that. Like, you know what I mean? And that's where the whole 100K bounty thing when the news reported. You know what I mean? Now, that's one thing I'm going to say. I'm not really gonna do unsolved mysteries and all that shit or whatever, right? If the news reports it, if there's a Department of Justice press release or something like that or whatever from a district attorney or ADA, whatever, I'm gonna just give the spill or whatever and just give my perspective on it and how they came to that conclusion or how we got it, right? But I'm not like, that's why I reported the Lil Durk situation, like when it happened and the whole situation about Jammy Brasco. And then I left it at that. You understand? Now, when the trial happened and they present the evidence in court and all of that, the same way I did the Diddy shit with the court sketches and all of that, I did touch on the Diddy situation and all of that, but even with that, it's like the Cassie shit is already out there. It's on CNN, nigga. I'm not breaking no story. You know what I'm saying? The raid happens, all of that or whatever. So I'm literally like reporting it as it goes. I'm giving a perspective of somebody who was outside during the time and actually met, people associated with Bad Boy. Around like right after the whole Club New York thing had happened, because this is like 2001, 2002. You know what I mean? So even when Diddy get the restaurant Justin's in Atlanta and everything like that, I started living down there like part-time and shit. It was like all mixed in, bro. It was like it's kind of streamlined or whatever and shit. Even all the way down to the whole situation with 50, getting the deal and everything that was going on with that, like a real small game. So, I just have insight, right? But to sit here and say, that nigga gotta get his, this, that, and the third, bro, like that just kind of bogus. Like, cause I wouldn't wish jail on the nigga, God forbid, like a nigga step on me. I wouldn't wish jail on that nigga. He did, but hopefully, if there's an audio out there between GOVAN and GOTTI talking about anything crazy, damn man.
Like you said, secret phone call with Gotti confirmed. Like you've been saying, and people are like, "Oh, you just speaking," but now you hear that, and it's like, "Oh, it could be a possibility." Because you gotta think this man's going to trial. He did some stuff. Joke went down. That might be his only person that can
this
somewhat.
Ain't his first rodeo, so he gonna have some leverage behind the scene because he always got to think and still ahead of the guy. And when you in a situation like going into a situation like this, some folks will go do a drill, and especially on a professional level, and make sure they got they evidence on the side just in case they got to get out this situation. So Hitman really been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you need somebody knocked off? Okay, they gonna make sure they get out the information. If it don't go right, you're going down. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Folks play to keep, man. The streets is so wicked, man. When you in the streets, that's why I tell people get out the gangster matrix. The streets is the most dirtiest thing you can get into. It ain't no honor in the streets. These folks make up rules and break the rules when they make them up. You know what I'm talking about? So it like these folks playing like everything.
Now, even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? And he ain't lying. A lot of, like, the realest thing somebody ever told me, was, look, number one rule in the streets ain't no rule, nigga. We criminals, dog. It's like, if I ain't gonna listen to the United States government, all of its might, the hell I'm gonna listen to a nigga? What? And, so I was just like, damn, but like, I was looking at it like, so you tell? And he was like, nah, nigga. He said, but it had nothing to do, he said, me not telling had nothing to do with what the street think. He said, it has everything to do with me not being able to live with turning on niggas that I'm, you know what I'm saying, like supposed to be cool with, that I done got money with and all of that, and you know, etc. He said that has more to do with it, because if you care about what the street think, what if the streets forget about you? And the streets always gonna forget about a nigga sometimes when he's locked up. Or a few niggas will forever be remembered. But a lot of times, bro, he said niggas forget about niggas. Because everybody ain't gonna be mentioned in a rap song and get a documentary. You know? So, you know, like now if the streets stop caring about you, whatever, are you still gonna care about what the streets think and stay solid, or are you gonna start singing because it's the whole niggas forgot about me and you know, all that shit? So whereas if you say, yo, I'm true to this or whatever, because this is really what I believe in above all else or whatever, and I'm not gonna be no sucker nigga and go out bad, then that's what it is, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And usually those are the guys or whatever who stay down for the crime. You know what I mean? And they do their time or, you know, figure out a way out. Now, I think the goalpost gets moved around or whatever and shit because they find a little routes or whatever to get out. You know, but that's a whole nother story. And yeah, I'll probably break that down in another video. You know what I mean? Snitching or whatever. I might take like 5 and yeah, I got a little idea. New content warning. But yeah, I'm off with Stan G. Moving forward, y'all know that Drake just dropped something too. What did I miss? I believe the name of the I don't even want to play this shit because I don't want these fucking copyright strikes and everything like that. You can stand me. But so Drake dropped this "What Did I Miss" joint. It's this whole Iceman thing. And if y'all remember, because I'm a Marvel, head myself or whatever. Used to kind of be a DC guy or whatever until Superman got, fucked up by that horse. And, it was kind of disappointing. I was a kid. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like faster than a speeding bullet and all this other shit, invincible, kryptonite, and like a horse took you out. I just really thought, like, anything I thought was fake, I was just over the shit. And then I just went to X-Men. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit crazy. But, so, yeah, he got this whole Iceman thing. And it's like, the video, what did I miss, and all of that. And, the video, what did I miss? And I heard it like one time or whatever, but I didn't really like do a deep dive into the lyrics and what it's about and all of that. I did see something in Rolling Stone where they said new Drake project could be a misstep if it's primarily focused on the beat. You understand what I mean? So with all of that going on, it's been a lot of commentating and people asking the question, is Drake back? Is he really just playing himself even more? And
we got KP
back on my playlist. So
back you, baby.
We got a Back View interview with Ja Rule. Shout out to Heineken, SO Blue over there. Interviewing Ja Rule. And it says Ja Rule relates to Drake and explains how beef damages hip hop. Well, doesn't really damage hip hop. Might damage a career, you know, reputation, but they ain't necessarily damaging hip hop, you know. But Ja weighs in or whatever and talks about the correlation or the parallels between what Drake is going through and what he went through with 50. So I'm gonna play this or whatever, and we're gonna get it.
We get into this, you know, shit or whatever, this beef shit, and now, you know, niggas is flipping on. It felt very unnecessary when I gave niggas nothing but great music, hits, hit after hit after hit, you know what I'm saying? So it felt weird, you know, but I understood it, but I don't think people fully understood what was really going on behind the scenes, how it was moving. You know, they just, you know, the mechanics of what that whole thing was. And so, you know, sometimes, man, you can't make sense of what people don't understand. You can't make them understand, you know, what you know. And so I just chalked it up as that and moved on. You know?
Can I ask you a real question? Is it like how, because Drake feels like everybody turned on him after this Kendrick thing. Was that type of feeling that you had, that like people just turned on you?
I know what he's feeling like. Like, you know, there was moments when I had people that I thought was, you know, really, really cool with me and shit, and then to see them like, and in your mind, you're like, it's just music, nigga, so you really gotta rock to that shit.
So yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Ja definitely, bro. You could say it's one, like I've always said, you can probably pull up a number of interviews where I said this anytime 50 and Ja came up. But Ja was really the Drake before Drake. You know what I'm saying? Ja definitely had the ladies going and whatever and shit. He still had the street tuned in for certain shit. But it wasn't just the music. Like, if it was just about the music, if it went song for song, it's like Ja would have still kind of managed to have a career. It was all the other antics. You understand what I'm saying? Where it didn't go their way necessarily, and then when the pressure was reapplied, it just couldn't stand up to it. And then when, you know, putting out the, you know, trying to spin a narrative on the order of protection and all this other shit, whatever that was going on, just made people dig deeper, and it kind of made me look a little corny. You know what I'm saying? He was damn sure fighting back with that blood in my eyes shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause Ja can make music. If he can't do nothing else, that nigga can make a hit. You know what I mean? And he can rap. So, you know, it's just 50 just got in that bag, bro. It just all the pieces were just moving just right, bro. The stars were aligned. That's all.
That bad. You know what I'm saying? Like to be in the moment, to be part of the fucking herd mentality crowd. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was my nigga. Now I see the type of nigga you are. You know what I'm saying? So you get to see niggas for what they are, and you're like, all right, it's cool, nigga. You know, you follow the herd, you follow the crowd, it's cool. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be fine, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, so I understand what Drake is seeing and understand, but you also get to a point where you understand that they may not understand the magnitude of what it is either. They may just be seeing it as, nigga, it's just a record. It's just music. It's just this.
I always feel like with the beef shit, man, it's like...
But the beef shit is whack for hip hop. I'm gonna keep it a buck, nigga. It's not...
Before we get into that, first thing first, I'm pretty sure Ja can relate to what Drake is feeling, because Ja, listen, Drake did not get Ja Rule. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's a perception on the internet. I mean, you know, it can go either way. It's like we hear people saying shit on the internet about Drake is over, and then we see packed out fucking arenas of people going crazy for champagne popping out here. Like, when that shit went bad for Ja, bro, it really went bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know, bro got locked up after that, so that didn't help, you know. But, yeah, bro, like, what happened to Drake is nothing near as catastrophic as what the fuck happened to Ja Rule. Oh, my.
Everybody says it's great and they love it and they think, but nigga, it hurts the culture in a lot of ways behind the scenes. Things can't move the way they move. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now things become fucking puzzles. You know what I'm saying? Promoters got to figure out who can be where, who can be do what with who. And it's just a mess, nigga. And so everybody, the fans get to enjoy the shit and they amplify the shit, but they really don't understand behind the scenes. It really, really hurts the culture as a whole.
I think for one,
But you know what else hurt the culture? When your CEO was top A&R guy at Def Jam and he had all this pull, and he's calling blackballing artists or whatever with talent because he doesn't like them or because they're associated with somebody who robbed their artists who's not even in the music business. Herb Gotti, rest in peace, did that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So here's the thing, whatever I say about Ja. If Murder Inc. was successful and the beef against G, like if it went their way, do you think Ja would still have the same perspective? Because the niggas who, you know, got shot up and all that and you know, banged up in the game and, you know, went through all the hard shit, they always the ones or whatever that want to, you know, stop the violence or whatever and shit. Not too many times do you see like the victor be on some, oh, let's be peaceful. Why be peaceful? Peace ain't get me here. Peace ain't give me the Rolls Royce and the Rolex and the mansion and the hills and all that shit or whatever. Nah. You know? And then you do have some who wiggled and slipped through the cracks and now they done made it out the hood, got a little mortgage, and they want to be regular civilians and walk their little dogs and all this other shit. And now they want the world to be a safe place. But they didn't give a damn about anybody else wanting the world to be a safe space. But they was out there thugging and doing whatever it is that they was doing. And then it's like, you know, they act like they're gonna save the world or something or whatever. Like the street wasn't the street before you got involved, and like it ain't gonna be that after you're done. Because all the technology is making the thing. You don't think that criminals are up in their technical, you know, how they use technology to commit crimes or whatever and shit? But, you know, it's a little off, you know what I mean? But, like, yeah, that's what was really going on and shit. And that's what was kind of like damaging hip hop. And that's what kind of led to, you know, y'all boys, y'all could have just left that nigga alone. He was over at Columbia, bro, under Sony. You're a Def Jam artist. You're under Universal. Like, so you're not even in the same system and shit like that or whatever. So why are you sitting here calling Donnie Ienner and then having Donnie Ienner call Corey Rooney acting as if he was gonna hurt Jennifer Lopez and all this other crazy shit? So, you know, that shit damages hip hop too. But we're listening to the victims.
A lot of people who never been there don't understand the streets. That's for one.
Yeah.
And then for two, you got the corporate motherfuckers looking like, oh, like, let's just say like an MTV, like, oh, we can't invite Rule because this person's gonna be here, or we can't invite this person because Rule's gonna, like, it becomes like a shit show. Feel me?
Yeah. You know, and then I don't want to get into the politics and talk about it.
What the hell, nigga? We got time.
No, but it becomes a politic thing. It becomes a political thing. Who has more power to control the behind the scenes? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Interscope is very good at fighting rap beefs. They're very good at it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna say. They know how to do it. They've been doing it since Tupac days, and they just know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I believe they fought a good fight behind the scenes with my fight, and they also did the same with
But let me ask you,
Kendrick and Drake.
you believe that being that so many people have changed in the regime of that record label from since Tupac was there, you think somebody's left over and they know how to control and run the rap game? But is Jimmy still there? I thought he wasn't there no more.
Jimmy the boss,
he's
man.
He's always behind the
Jimmy
scenes
the boss,
somewhere.
man. let me tell you that like clever moves going on behind the scenes, like what happened with my shit. Clever moves. Get a call from MTV. We don't think it's a good idea that you guys come to the awards this year because we're gonna have, Dre and M, and they, they're feeling like, it may be a little something and they don't feel safe if y'all are there. Not the niggas coming at us every 10 minutes. Not these niggas.
Right.
Not these niggas. Yeah, so, okay, so we gotta take that hit, you know what I'm saying? But to the public, it starts to look like
they won.
Yeah, where these niggas at? These niggas ain't showing up to the what? No, we was told we can't come. Now I'm saying if everybody's on the same playing field and we beefing, we show up and whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the powers that be on that side very good at what they do when it comes to doing things behind the scenes.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I don't think Eminem and Dr. Dre are afraid or worried about nothing. You gotta think about it, though. Dre walked away from Suge when Suge was still Suge. Essentially. Like, you know what I mean? He still had the reach. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the whole situation at the Bob Awards or whatever and shit, you know what I mean? They said Dre actually tried to get out. Like, you know what I'm saying? He threw some shots before, whoever started swinging that knife, you know what I mean? Stabbed somebody, whatever. So, yeah, I don't, anything. And, basically, he went at your muscle like directly as far as that little crew, him, Troy, Bag, Green Eye Born, Homo, so Bang 'em. So, it's like shit, they said it was greenlit on Bimmy. You know what I mean? Like niggas caught Bimmy down bad, they, they would have won. So like that's how deep that shit was. Like
scenes as well. Prime example in the Kendrick and Drake beef. I'll give you a great example of how they're good behind the scenes. When Drake dropped, I don't remember what record it was or whatever, but his fans were trying to put it up on Instagram, and it kept getting pulled down because Universal's fucking, whatever.
Copyright infringement.
That's the word I'm looking. Copyright infringement. But fucking Interscope cleared all of that so that the fucking fans can push out Not Like Us as much as they want. That's just good behind the scenes fighting from the label. Yeah. You're getting stuck. Your fans.
Yeah, the issue that comes into that is deep down inside Universal or whatever is the parent company for Interscope Records, right? So Kendrick and Drake are both in the Universal system. So that's the whole argument or whatever, I guess, with Drake is like, look, if we're battling or whatever and the fans just decide that they like this more, cool. But if you're actually trying to orchestrate it for me to actually lose, you know what I'm saying? Like in support of another artist, like it kind of goes, you know what I mean? It's like portrait interference or something like that or whatever. I know it's some term for that shit.
is getting stopped from trying to help you fight the beef. His fans is amplifying the shit, throwing fire on this motherfucker. And they said, let them do that. Don't stop. Don't let the copyright thing go there. Allow it.
Right.
That's just smart. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't think about it no more. You know, I don't give a fuck about it no more. I poke niggas too. I have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's whatever.
Oh boy, it's like Queen. It's
do you think that shit could ever go away?
Nah, it's just to the death too. Fuck. That's
I'm like Queens. People always mention this, and I'm like Queens is so split, and it's a big place. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's in the water in Queens, North Side, South Side, whatever it may be. I don't know what's in the water in Queens.
August Martin Pond.
We good niggas in Queens, man. But
we strive hard, but we don't always get along, just like in every other place in the world.
Absolutely, and that's fine. That's fine. Niggas don't gotta. Gotta rock with each other all the time, niggas. We here, niggas. You get your money, I got my money. I get my money. Everybody happy.
Right.
Keep pushing. So.
So that's that's the Ja shit, right? So that Ja weighing in. Now, in the midst of looking at that, you know, the algorithm will keep your ass going down the rabbit hole of content. You know, like you watch one thing about something and then hear somebody else go. But to Ja saying that it was to the death, Fat Joe on Club Shay Shay, I didn't even know that Fat Joe whatever was making an appearance on Club Shay Shay. But nigga, I know it's about to do some shit with this. Unless this is an old video and I'm late. You know,
See, the problem with with Ja Rule and 50 is that 50 slowed. See, the problem with Ja Rule and 50 is that 50 slowed him up. To where before that, Ja Rule was the Drake of the term with all the hits.
Okay, that's what you be. Okay.
So what I'm saying is, I believe that Drake will drop 10, 15 hits in a row, and it'll be like, yo, you caught that L that time. Like some people think Jay-Z lost to Nas, but Jay-Z's Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, this shit like from 8 months ago. I'm hella late.
Correct.
You understand? So I think that's what's gonna happen with this.
Right. Can you explain the Ja Rule and 50 Cent beef to the best of your estimation? What transpired and why did it become? They didn't just leave it on the wax. I mean, it seemed like it was really personal, and they sincerely, genuinely dislike each other.
Forever.
They get pretty goddamn personal when the man who shot, if I'm 50 Cent, I'm gonna take it pretty personal or whatever if the guy who shot ends up being your personal security guard, like bodyguard and shit. Cause then that means like, my nigga, yeah, you was cool with that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, yeah, I want to hear. I know Joe gonna kind of keep it politically correct. You know, he ain't gonna dive into all of that, even though all the players who could really be convicted or still, you know what I mean, will go away for a long time. For any role they play, shit is already booked. You know, everything else, statute of limitations is kind of passed. Whatever.
Yeah, you know, I had it. You know, I was squashing the beef.
Right.
Fat Joe was squashing the beef. I had it. And Irvin Ja was like, nah, we ain't squashing shit. Yeah. I swore I had it. Like, I don't want to put it on 50, but I think 50 was almost like, yo, Joe, whatever you want to do. So I had that. And then when I went to them, they was like, fuck that, this, that. Do I recommend for beef to be 20, 30 years. I think that's dumb. I think it should be over. I think it would be show amazing growth for hip hop music if those two squash their beef.
Yes.
And we move on.
Right.
Like, you know, like me, I moved on. Like, you know, you got to move on from these moments. Stay stuck in some shit, and every time you know, just move on.
50. It seems like when 50 get into it with somebody, 50 don't lose. He don't, and he don't care. He gonna keep.
I had a show with 50 2 nights ago. That's why I'm laughing. He was talking my ear off, like the ear off. And you know, this guy, he's so smart. And you in the club and he talking smart shit to you, and you're like, yo, Fifth, like, yo, we in the club. He's like, yo, because Evan Eschner, this, that, you know, I'm like, yo, Fifth, like, you know, I'm proud of him because he come from the hood.
But that nigga always kind of been like that. Like, they talked about how, you know, after the concert, niggas at the after party, just doing it up, man, enjoying being superstars. You know what I'm saying? Like, G-Unit, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Like, all that going on. And, 50 would be up in the room going over the contract, actually, like, having the lawyer on the billable hours. And if you think about it, it's kind of smart, right? You'll sit here and you'll spend like thousands of dollars on bottles, but you won't spend a couple thousand or whatever to basically pay a lawyer for some overtime, you know what I mean, to really go over the fine print and know exactly what you're dealing with going forward. And, you know, whoever keeps the lawyer employed the most or whatever and shit, you know, that's who he's really going to, be with. Because these lawyers, like, they be in the game for a long time. They have these relationships, you know what I mean, with different labels and all of that shit. And it's like they know the labels will always be there. The artists might not. So sometimes they'll just, they'll push the deal through or whatever and shit like that. It just kind of depends. You know, sometimes it's not that shady or whatever. It's just this is the best deal you're gonna get. And if you make good on this one, then you'll be able to negotiate. Because that's usually a thing. Like a good lawyer might know, like, okay, it's a standard deal. It's not like the greatest specs in the world, but try to put a little renegotiation clause there if you happen to be more successful than they anticipate. And that is how that, that's how that goes.
He come from a tough background. Think of all the people he fed with all his power and Ghost and his team. See, that's how I look at hip hop. When I see Young Thug, I want him out of jail. I want him to employ the 100 people. I want him to take care of his family. I want to make sure his kids go to private school. That's how I look at all artists, as they get to feed so many people. Fat Joe, you see right here, I feed about 100 people. Families eat Thanksgiving because of Fat Joe. I'm talking about people who personally work for me. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Ja Rule. I'm proud of all my brothers. I'm at the point where I'm about positivity over everything. I could see through the bullshit and be like, yo, bro, let's
get this money together. You get your bread, I'm gonna get my bread. We don't need to be beefing. What we beefing for?
Matter of fact, talking about bread, I brought you a gift.
Okay.
It's called Rewind to 10, and it says, why fight the time when you can rewind the time? Now, Shannon, I'm not putting you in an age group, but maybe you want your line sharp. Maybe you want your line sharper. You see, we got that Tyson Beckford, we got that Tank, we got that Travis Kelce, Nicky Jam, Brody Jenner, Fat Joe, DJ Khaled. So that's a CVS, Sally's Beauties. We working.
So you want me to get rid of some of this grill on the side?
Get the grays off, man. The girls, man, don't let them lie to you. If a woman tells you she wants you gray and she likes you, she's trying to keep you out the game. Because why look 54 when you could be 44? Why look 43 when you could look 33? That's bullshit. I mean, our women, they go straight. First thing, I don't know about you. My daughter's 18.
Right.
Every week she gets 10 facials. I don't know how they find time for this shit. Right? They take care of themselves.
Or find the money for it.
Oh, that's it. Oh, no. She got it.
You got it.
No, they got it. They got it. Just Shannon, they got it.
I ain't gonna lie, when it comes down to this, that is. Yeah, this live. I wasn't
Got it, man. They got it. And it's like, but they take care of themselves.
Right.
I don't see no gray hair on my wife or none of her friends. Why we can't take care of ourselves? Just rewind it.
Is it true that you lost a $20+ million endorsement deal with Brand Jordan because of your beef with 50?
Yeah. I don't know if it was 20 million, but we had I was designing it with Michael Jordan himself. So I had 7 meetings with him before they messed with any rapper ever created.
So you was about to be Travis Scott before Travis Scott?
Yes. So we was sitting down, we was designing the sneakers 7 times. I came to Vegas, I came all over. And right before we was about to finalize the deal, we had that beef on the MTV Awards. Where me and 50 went at each other live on the MTV Awards. And then I get a phone call the next day. I'll never forget, I was in Jamaica and it was like, yo, Big Joe, because you know, Michael Jordan called me Big Joe.
He don't call you Fat
Joe. He called me Big Joe. So yeah, Big Joe, you know, I don't like controversy and this and maybe in the future, this, that. And I was right there. And you know, rap beef fucked up a lot of my money. You know what I'm saying? Because if you mess with 50 Cent, if you mess with Jay-Z, people don't know we had subliminal rap beef with Jay-Z. So if you mess with Jay-Z, you can't give me no money because you got to be loyal to Jay-Z. You got to be loyal to 50 Cent.
That's the Reebok deal.
That's the Reebok deal
that you had in play.
Oh, they shut me down with that one. Wow. But you know, I understand in war that they didn't want me to get financially secured like that because they knew I was dangerous. So I never cried about it. You know what I'm saying? I just took it like it is and just know that God loves me and I was eventually going to get my money anyway, you know.
But you're currently,
Yeah, that 50 Cent and Joe thing was kind of tricky because, you know, niggas knew a lot of the same people. Like, it was people in 50's crew that was, I believe, like from the Bronx. And, you know, it was people that Joe knew that knew 50 and all that. So, I mean, then Violator, the Chris Lighty Coalition or whatever and shit, they both love Chris, you know what I mean? Did a lot for both of their careers. So yeah, man, you know, that's pretty much it. But like Joe said and I said and Josh said, like that 50 and Josh shit, it just felt like I think it just at a calm where nobody, I don't think is necessarily trying to like take anybody out. It just, I don't fuck with that nigga. We got history, you know what I mean? Like, and you know, 50 definitely won the war. You know, on that one. I mean, Ja just lived to, you know, tell about the war, but 50's definitely the victim. I was in the club when they was like, G-Unit, fuck Mudane. G-Unit, fuck Mudane. Like, that shit was called crazy, bro. You would have thought, like, them niggas didn't even have the run they had. You feel me? On the subject of rap beefs, we got So we got T.I. on Big Facts.
Tell him 100,000. You want me to change my mind? Tell him 100,000.
So we got T.I. on Big Facts talking about the Shorty Low situation. R.I.P. Shorty Low. Little backstory. You know what I mean? T.I. gonna kind of come in on the tail end or whatever, because I started watching like the first 2-3 minutes. That nigga, I guess when he was in the streets and he was trying to get on like Carlos with Big Dope Man and shit in Bankhead, going home. Y'all heard the YouTube stories or the stories and everything like that on YouTube. And I guess he go up to Lowe's or whatever, trying to get on, and the nigga tell him, get your weight up. And so kind of like, build into that. But what's interesting about that whole get your weight up aspect is it said that in T.I.'s first video, the band that's in there, the silver one, is supposed to be Shorty Lowe's joint or whatever, that he's actually in that video. So yeah, this is kind of interesting or whatever and shit how it all plays in. But I'm gonna let Tip tell it.
I didn't know it was Carlos.
Yeah.
Shouted Low and Carlos. I didn't know that the two were the same. Tell him 100,000. You want me to change my mind? Tell him 100,000.
This was 100,000 in 06.
100,000 06. Yes. Tell him 100,000. And now, mind you, I still did not know that this was Low. Like it's Carlos. I didn't know it was Carlos.
Yeah.
Shouted Low and Carlos. I didn't know that the two were the same.
Same nigga.
I had no idea. And so he went back, and after he went back and got the response, and he was like, man, that nigga, man, and he told me who it was. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When he told me who it was and it actually clicked, I laughed. I said, because I remembered when the man looked at me and said, get your weight up. And kept the dice rolling. This shit happened like a movie, all in one motion. Get your weight up.
That shit hurt.
He might have picked up some money after that. I don't even remember. Listen, the point is, I took that piece of inspiration, that piece of motivation, got my ass up out of there, and what did I do? Got my motherfucking weight up. You dig what I'm saying?
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a certain feeling, right, that comes from, a nigga trying to play, hold nuts on you and everything like that. If you finally start having your motion or whatever, like the world is going your way, every light is turning green when you in traffic, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And now, the same nigga that you needed, need you now. You know what I mean? Some niggas is petty like that. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie to you. Rightfully so. You know what I mean? Because it'd be a lot, bro, like to try to, get to, a level that only certain people reach and everything like that, man. Like that should be a hell of a ride. And it'd be a lonely ass road to riches. So, yeah, man, you can name your price, and then also understanding that only gonna be hot for so long. Get your money, nigga.
So at the point where it was back on me, I don't understand how you don't understand what you gave to me. But anyway, so we're in Crucial.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Derek.
We're in Crucial.
Trish, everybody.
West Side.
And he actually did bum 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 dum 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 dum.
Hello. They know. Hello. Play that shit.
Hey,
man.
listen. Hey, listen. Nigga, I might have been sitting down, you know, Crucial, it probably been, and for those of you who too young to know, on my shit, I opened that club, in my club.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So at the time, we talking about my club. Derek and my uncle.
First person to bring Lil Wayne
Derek
to the West Side.
Derek wanted to sell that building. Derek been had that goddamn building since the 80s, and the nigga got out of prison and said, what the fuck we gonna do with it? And I said we should make it a club. We made it a club, and so on and so forth. And now here you is here Crucial today. Anyway, so I was sitting down.
Now, just a little deeper history in the club Crucial. I know all my ATL niggas know this, but Crucial, some credit with being like the birthplace of like snap music, like some of the first big snap music records that came out. You know what I mean? Like broke in Club Crucial, all the dances, like, you know, the whole fashion trend that went with it and everything like that. Like that was what it was. It was like, it was Cascade, like how the skating rink was in ATL without the skates. You know what I mean? That type of shit.
And I was probably having a conversation, and you know, you got the back couches, and you look far out and see the see the stage off in the distance. When he started doing that shit, I stopped my conversation. I
What
said,
you heard? What you heard, Tip?
Bum, 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 bum.
Hey, hello, Shawty low, I got flavor. Plus you know the kid got flavor.
Hey, listen. That
shit hit.
Now, let me tell you what my dumb ass did. I got up at my seat. I walked up right here to the end of the VIP. He was getting off stage, walking that way. And I slap hand with him. I say, nigga, that's the one. Nigga, you was looking for it. Nigga, that's the one. Yes. And he smiled. He said, yeah, okay. Appreciate it. Nigga, cut two.
Yo, wait a minute. Hold up. So, They Know was a diss record. I mean, it was a hit record, but it was a diss record like toward T.I. Like it was directed toward T.I. When you say Found Run, Bankhead, must be two sides, like, you know what I'm saying? That was the shot. It was a couple shots in there too. So that whole the They Know shit is like, yeah, nigga, you know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm about, like type shit. So this nigga T.I. is in the club. He just so caught up when the shit come on, cause that motherfucker be hitting. He go and dap the nigga up or whatever and say, I like that shit. So when he kind of expressed how Shorty demeanor was, I'm pretty sure that nigga looking like, nigga, you ain't get it? Like a nigga telling a joke, but it's like either way it went good because like, duh, that shit was a hit. Like when it come on, you know, and Shorty Low ain't no super rapper and shit like that or whatever, but that shit was hitting when that motherfucker dropped. Bro. I ain't gonna hold it.
A week later, I got hit. Nigga, I got hit. Nigga, Fed hit me. I caught my case. Okay? So, after I caught my case, of course, I spent about 2 weeks trying to get a bond. I got my bond. Now I'm on house arrest. Can't come out the house. Got motherfucking feds monitoring me all around my mom. I'm basically in prison in my own motherfucking house. And...
Okay, cousin. Cut and Pete.
Hey, and I get word, nigga, Shawty Low got a song out about you. And I hear it, it's the same motherfucking song. I say, did I just compliment this nigga on the song he put out about me.
Damn.
Yeah, you did, nigga. Oh,
And we should have some laughs, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, Low, he ended up moving into the subdivision that I stayed in later on in life after I got out of prison. And Low and I never had a problem.
You came that hard though.
Ain't nobody out there can fuck with me, black. What's happening? Sit in here, see the halfway dude. Exactly, Now, see, let me tell you the complexity of this moment. I am on federal release. Nigga, I got Fed watching me. I can't talk tough. I can't involve myself in violence. I have to be subtle. Nigga, I have to bring out all of the things that the innuendos, euphemisms, the double entendres,
vocabulary,
metaphors. Nigga, I have to go back to Doug High, literary Miss Pearson. I don't know if anybody in here went to Doug, but the literature teacher was Miss Pearson, and she was a bad motherfucker. Listen, that shit there took. I couldn't just come out, nigga, I'ma do this, I'ma do that. If you listen to that song again, you'll see how much actual time and attention I paid into saying enough, but not saying too much. What's up? Yeah, and we actually, I think Shawty Low and I, we had the most, he and I and you and I.
Nigga ain't no beef with you.
Black.
Hold up. Did you ever hear me say anything about you?
Brother, no, never, because we had conversations.
All right, so how the fuck I'm beefing with you?
I didn't say you were. I said your company was.
Rewind this shit.
No,
you just said
you beefing with me because the people on your label were beefing with me.
No.
Were the people on duct tape not shooting at T.I.?
No.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Not shooting at T.I. I'm talking about.
He meant in a figurative sense.
In a lyrical way.
Not literally.
Yeah, not shooting at T.I. Was they not coming for T.I.?
Yeah, a nigga.
Stop. Listen, bro. It just called, what the fuck this show called, man?
Hey, what I'm telling you, that's right now. If Jay could say right now, fuck T.I., I said that.
Is Jade on duct tape?
Jay's on Big Fact. This my shit too.
But hold up, wait a minute. Let's take it back to, this is prior to Big Facts coming in.
No, sir.
Listen.
If DJ Scream say fuck T.I.,
no.
the bank say fuck T.I.
That's not the same, because I'm going to tell you why. Jade was Jade before Big Facts. Scream was Scream before Big Facts. Duct Tape introduced all these people. Didn't nobody know these people before Duct Tape introduced them. So when Duct Tape introduced them,
because in fact, I believe that when they was like doing the whole no fly zone in Atlanta and everything like that, because on some real shit, Alley Boy Trouble, rest in peace. You know what I mean? It was there. That was when Alley Boy had that shit. All the B's and the C's and the G's. Fuck with me. And like all that shit, whatever. So, and you know they were talking about anybody who was letting niggas like come into the city and get money, and they not, you know, breaking bread or you know, making a way for the underground artists or whatever, what they were calling the real Atlanta, then, you know, it was gonna be trouble and shit. And that was all that duct tape shit, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to find it after I play this shit, mate.
The people on duct tape, the label that you own, that you are the president of, that you're the founder of, the people on duct tape said, we coming for Tip.
Tip, you want fucking with niggas?
Huh?
You want fucking with niggas, bro?
You say what?
You want fucking with niggas, I guess.
You're listening.
Hey, that's what they were saying, that he wasn't fucking with niggas. Like, he was messing with this one and that one from out of town and, you know, all that. So, yeah, but, you know, Bank, I mean, I don't know. I can't say if he was nothing because I wasn't really following that shit like that. I remember when Alley Boy said what he said. Hold on, it's an old-ass World Star clip. Yeah, this that shit right here. See? Hood affairs.
So the giant wants
right there. See where the cashier is at? There you go.
again.
Okay. Man, this is nation. Yeah. Hood affair, nigga, every time. All the time. Anytime the tape in the building is
about to cook up something real special. And we've been fucking with these niggas since 05. This ain't no new shit.
What we say about to run the fuck niggas out? Y'all fuck niggas get somewhere in that. Hey, we want to talk about it. Duct tape word law around. Hey, time for y'all fuck niggas go. Straight up. Straight like that. These niggas finna go or pay. All that shooting video down, finna stamp this shit with Hood Affair right now. Come on, school. Come on, school. All my niggas doing. Hey, y'all see this shit? All did the real face of the hey. Finna stamp this shit right now. Ain't no more of that shooting video down here, all that shit. None of y'all rap pussy ass nigga, y'all ain't paying homage to the tape. All that shit out.
Trouble. Damn, bro. Rest in peace, nigga. Shit crazy.
The motherfucking dope from now on. Cash out. All that out of town shit, like you coming out here, moving out here, working and shit, that shit a rap, nigga. This day forward, nigga. The tape, that's on everything. Get your fuck ass on. It's out right here. Chase. It's out right now. Chase these fuck niggas. That's a rap, nigga. Word law around this bitch, nigga.
Passport, son.
It's out right now.
Revoking all the
You ain't fucking with the tape, you ain't fucking with shit down here. Nigga. Oh, you gonna need tape. These promoters finna quit booking y'all pussy ass niggas. Straight up. Hey, go ahead. Better keep them folks around your ass.
and all the B's
like that.
and the C's
and the G. Fuck with me. M13s and the 4s and the V's. Fuck with me.
Wow. Leave that. It's a nation of us. Why? So we all over the motherfucking nation.
Yeah.
And we ain't forgot about where your motherfucking paperwork at, nigga. We still ain't saying that shit. Yeah, what that boy with that paperwork? Well, you ain't straighten that shit out yet. And y'all standing behind your
Now I'm wondering if the paperwork is the situation where you know, all the speculation about T.I., you know, getting out on the, you know, year and a day for all of those guns when, you know, he had said on numerous records. I mean, shit, in one of the joints, I want to say on the first album, he said, you a 7-time felon. What you doing with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's, thought I'd go back or whatever and play that since he came across my mind. Glad he made me dig for that shit.
We got KP and we got Stan.
Hey. I do, yeah. So, we're going to end this shit on a lighter note. Funny ass clip I came across or whatever, and I was like, before I get too deep, let me wait so I could genuinely laugh with y'all. You know, will.i.am on Drink Champ. So he had a Michael Jackson and Prince story, and I don't remember too many people on Drink Champs who had either or, let alone one that involved both of them, especially like that late in the game. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into this shit.
Bree said Michael Jackson and Prince, right? We did that already.
Oh, no, he never picked.
He never picked.
He just said what Prince said about analog and digital.
Bree said Michael Jackson and Prince, right? We did that already.
Oh, no, he never picked.
He never picked.
He just said what Prince said about analog and digital.
Because you rode horses with Michael Jackson, is that true?
I work with both of them. I work with Mike. I brought Mike to go see me rock with Prince in Vegas.
Wait, you brought Mike. Yeah. You brought Mike to see you.
Did you just say, wait, what?
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga will.i.am, I mean, I know enough about him, like Black Eyed Peas and, you know, some of the work he's done, but that nigga an ill nigga, like, cause I don't know, like you look at that nigga and tell he, you know, he gotta be like some kind of rock star type nigga and shit, you know, but he like the most unassuming, like this nigga just super nonchalant about the whole shit, like oh yeah, I took Mike, you know what I mean, to see me and Prince perform in Vegas, like, wait, hold on, you had Mike and Prince in the same building, or you were gonna, but anyway, yeah, let's finish, fuck me, like he got better story.
So one time,
I don't think anybody ever says that.
He's like,
Mike called you.
He's in Vegas. He's like, I heard you guys have a show tonight. I'm like, yeah, we got a show going on 10. Oh, rats, you know, I'm gonna be sick. I gotta put the kids to sleep.
Oh, rats.
I'm like,
he said, oh, rats?
I swear to you. I'm like, yeah, but if you come later, like in the middle of the show, now if I don't see the show from the beginning, it's no way for me to know what's actually going on. I was like, okay, so why don't you come? I'll be rocking with Prince like around 12:30. Oh, I can't go to that. I'm like, why?
Yo,
Prince is a meanie. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like,
did you say meanie?
He's a meanie. I can't go to that. I'm like, why? Prince is a meanie. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like,
did you say meanie?
He's a meanie. I'm like, no. He's really nice, Mike. He's like, no, you don't understand. One time,
you gotta talk to get him going, Prince. Sorry.
I'm like, no, he's really nice, man. No, you don't understand, Will. One time he tried to run me and my mama over with a car.
Oh, damn.
I'm like, what?
What? Yo, first and foremost, bro, will.i.am's Michael Jackson impersonation is fucking hilarious, dog. Like, comedy, pure.
Wait, what? He was like, yeah, I'm telling you, they always put me against him. I'm like, listen, it's different now. Why don't you just, he'll be really happy to see you. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call Ruth. I'm like, yo, Ruth, Mike wants to come see Prince tonight at the Rio.
Who's Ruth?
Yeah, who's
Ruth? Was Ruth was Prince's right hand.
Okay, we don't know. Okay.
Who used to coordinate all of this, like, you know, scheduling and meetings and shows and after parties. So she was like, okay, we could put Mike in a section. I'm like, cool, great. I think he's coming with like 5 people. everything I'm saying, if you see Chris Tucker, you see CeeLo, they'll vouch for you on this.
CeeLo Green.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I'm like, Mike, everything's straight. They're gonna put you in a section. It's gonna be awesome. He was like, are you sure? I'm like, trust, Mike, it's gonna be awesome. So I'm late. Everything I'm saying is true. I'm late. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to be late. It's 12:30. Mike's supposed to be waiting for me there. I go on at 12:45. Excuse me, cab. Like, how long is it gonna take to get there? He's like, 15.
Cab?
Yeah, I'm on a cab.
You in a cab?
Yeah.
Story is awesome.
I mean, you don't take cabs, nigga?
No Uber, no.
They don't Uber.
You have a show. I mean, I get it. Like, you a star. Like, you're kind of just in the mode. But it's just the idea of like sitting in a regular ass cab. I'm pretty sure the cab driver knows who Will I Am is. It's like, I'm just sitting in the cab, driving the guy. Like, I mean, there got to be something for the cab driver. Like, I'm driving this nigga to go and perform with Prince in front of Michael Jackson. Like, just to even be the cab driver in the story, my nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm geeked this shit. You know what I mean? Nobody else in the company can drive that cab. For real, like, this shit is good luck.
Uber in 2000. It's 2000 and freaking, what year was that?
But you didn't have a car service for this?
It was 2007.
Because you're the biggest poop on the planet.
No, 2007, no, not yet.
No? Really?
2007, we was kind of there. Not there.
Damn, you already talking to Mike coming to your show.
Yeah, you wild for that. How are you kind of there? You there?
No, because we ain't got to I Got a Feeling yet.
I got a feeling.
So in reality, now that we know what we know, in 2007, we wasn't that big.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, Cap, stop the car. I'm running.
You was still the Black Eyed Peas by 2000. Cause I remember seeing Black Eyed Peas videos, my nigga, like, Spice Girl. Like they had, because I mean, I seen them all together. They was all doing all the little karate shit in there, whatever, and I was just kind of into martial arts at that time. Like, still, that was like probably the last year I was really into that shit. Yeah, this shit crazy.
So I get out the car and I run. Somebody's like, Wyclef. I'm like, about to go back with Prince and Mike's there. Like, hey, Wyclef ain't here, nigga. So they run to the thing. Ruth's like, you got to go on now. Gives me the mic. I'm like, yo, Mike. So he's like, okay, I'll be watching you. And at this time, I've already been working with Mike from 2005, 2006, and he came to see me rap with Prince 2007. I go on stage, I do my shit, freestyle, da-da-da-da-da-da. I come off stage, I go sit where Prince has Mike situated. And I sit, it's me here, Chris Tucker here, Ruth, Michael Jackson's manager's here, and then Mike there.
Okay.
So Mike whispers in Ruth's ear. Ruth then talks to me and says, Mike wants to know, why didn't you acknowledge Mike while you were on stage? I'm like, what? Hey, Mike, hey, tell him that this isn't my stage and I can't disrespect Prince on Prince's stage. So it's no disrespect, it's just that's not my stage. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm sorry. So then he's like, oh no, it's okay. Whispers in Prince's ear and Ruth's ear. Ruth then talks to me. Mike wants to know how come Prince hasn't acknowledged him on stage. I'm like, oh.
Why is she asking you that?
So I'm like,
they were really
Mike.
like Bloods and Crips, huh?
I'm like, yo, Mike. So Prince is still on stage while this is all happening. He's playing. I'm like, oh no, I think because he has you in the VIP section, he's not trying to blow your cover.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's not trying to blow your cover. It ain't nothing like that. Like, oh man. And he's like, oh, no, it's okay. And so as that conversation dies down, Prince then comes in front of us, walks through the crowd.
After his performance.
No, while he's performing.
While he's performing.
Plays the bass, aims the bass at Mike's face.
Yo, you going
and then like, niggas like, and Mike's like, doing this shit, right? This dude like flicks his hair, like, and walks off. And then Mike's like, okay. So then 5 minutes later,
different times, bro.
5 minutes later, he's like, I gotta go. Meet me at my house for breakfast. And so I'm like, all right. So he leaves for breakfast. He leaves to his house. I'm like, what time? He's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, cool. So he leaves. I go to his house for breakfast, knock on the door. Because we working now. I bring my laptop, bring everything, my hard drives. We gonna work tomorrow. So I go knock on his door, click, click, click. As soon as I open up the door, he's like, why did Prince play the bass in my face? I was like, oh no, I just think he was just trying to respect. No, you don't get it. He's a meanie. He's a meanie. One time, like I told you, he tried to run me and my mama over with a car.
Yeah. He's a meanie. He's a meanie. You see, you don't understand about Prince. Tried to run me and my mother over with a car. Yo, this story is crazy.
And so, pause. Fast forward, Quincy Jones calls me. He's like, hey, will.i.am, man. Where's my song, man? I've been waiting for that song for a long time, will.i.am. I got this new record coming out, man. I need that song, will.i.am. I'm like, oh, my, Quincy, I just been traveling, you know, preparing for this new Black Eyed Peas record and working with Mike at the same time. He's like, listen, you wasting your time with Mike. Ain't nothing ever gonna come out. I was like, no, I don't think you understand. Mike came with me to see Prince perform. You did what? I'm like, yeah, he came to see me perform with Prince. He's like, well, if you got Mike to come see you perform with Prince, well then, man, I think you moving something. Yeah. One time, Prince tried to run that nigga over with a car. I'm like, are you serious? That's what Mike said. He was like, he ain't lying. I need you to do me a favor, will.i.am. Go on YouTube, type in Prince, Michael Jackson, James Brown. And after this show is when Prince thought Michael Jackson sabotaged him, because while Prince came on stage, he held on to this light pole and then thought that light pole was a sabotage, and he fell into the crowd and almost hurt himself. So Prince thought that was a move from Mike. And you could see Michael on, because James Brown was like, ladies and gentlemen, we got somebody in the house. Michael, get up on stage, Michael. Come on, Michael. And Mike gets up on stage, does his little thing. Does a little freaking dance. And then Michael, if you see this video, then whispers in James Brown's ear. And you know, since that whispering shit that I saw, it has to be true. Because what it looks like is, from what I could gather, it looks like he said, there's this guy out there in the audience and everybody's comparing me to him and I'm nothing like him. I need you to bring it up because we both are inspired by you and I love you and he loves you too. But once and for all, people need to know that I am not him and he is not me. And the industry needs to know it, please. I insist, please. So then Mike...
But this is what you think they said.
Yeah, because what happens after that is James Brown says, and give it up for Michael, because he insists that I bring up Prince, come up on stage, I insist. So then Prince hops on the security guards like a piggyback ride, nigga. This dude's on piggyback ride. It's all on YouTube. Prince then comes on stage, does his little thing, then tries to get the crowd to clap. They ain't clapping. He does his like pterodactyl scream, walks off, grabs a hold of this light pole, falls and almost busts his ass into the crowd. And then from there, the legend has it is he got into his car and tried to run him and his mama over with a car. And so when Mike then came over my house to record, I'm like, oh, yeah, what you was telling me, Quincy Jones verified it. I told you, Will, I was not lying. I'm not lying, he's a meanie.
Oh, shit. Yo, son. Oh, my God, this is so gay.
And he also told me about this video that's on YouTube. What's YouTube? I was like, look, let me show you. Take that down. Who got that? Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that?
No, Mike is still here. We about to watch it. Oh shit!
Video from Take That Down. I was like, wait. What do you mean take it down? It's on the internet. What do you mean it's on the internet? It's on YouTube. What's YouTube? Swear to God, go on YouTube right now. www.youtube.com. Go on the search thing, put Michael Jackson, Prince, James Brown. You see it. Ain't no lies told here. I'm for real. So who, Prince, Michael Jackson?
You still ain't picked.
Both, nigga.
Okay, hold up. So now I'm gonna take this off. Nah. Hey, yo. All right. So this is the James Brown thing. It's kind of quick. So this is the James Brown, Michael Jackson, and Prince that will.i.am we're talking about, that Quincy told will.i.am to go and check out, and what led to Prince trying to run Michael over with a car. Him and his mama. Like, this is crazy, bro. Hold on.
Let's give another standing ovation. Young man. Give him a big round of applause because he just insisted that I introduce Prince. He's here. Prince.
Yo, this nigga, hey, yo. All right. Wait a minute. Yo, hold on. Oh, nigga really came in on the feed. Wow. This nigga is different. All right.
You gotta do something.
Yo, man, yo. Hold up. Hey, yo. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Hold up. So this is it. I'm gonna take my ass off of here so y'all can really see it. Hey, and the band is so professional that they keep playing on. Hey, nah, that shit was crazy. Hold up, wait, we gotta go.
Let's give another standing ovation for a young man sitting behind.
But that shit is crazy. Hey, talk about receipts. They went back to the to the 80s on niggas, man. You know what I mean? Another crazy story out the entertainment world, legendary. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson and Prince. Not too many have those, you know what I mean, with actual receipts where we can go and backtrack. That was kind of fun, you know what I mean? Good way to end it on a light note. And yeah, man, just like that, end of another one. Yeah, we over 2 hours and shit. So yeah, man, Rise and Grind live show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. You know, we'll be back tomorrow morning, you know what I mean, with some more news you could use or not. And yeah, we got episode 6 of BMF tonight. So, the final season is, winding down or whatever. It'll only be 3 more after that. Hopefully it ain't no break because, they be taking them breaks off. But, yeah, so we're going to see what happens, Purdy Blue, because I told y'all I'm convinced that they spun the whole character of Blue Da Vinci into the cokehead R&B chick turned rapper. You know what I mean? When I seen like the blue berets, the lowriders in the first video and all that, you know what I mean? It kind of made me think. But we're going to see what happens, you know what I mean? They said in the last episode she took 2, so we'll see. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this episode, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Shout out to anybody who pulled up. Shout out to everybody watching this or whatever. If you made it to the end of the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. It's your boy Daylight TV. I'm out.